So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillah. Welcome everybody to our training session for tonight. Let me please introduce myself. I think most of you are familiar with my information from the announcement. My name is Ahmed Al-Zahrani. I'm Assistant Professor of Faculty of Computing Science and Information Technology. I'm also Head of E-Learning Unit at Deanship of E-Learning and Distance Education as well. Also, I'm Blackboard certified training. I have experience for more than 4 years in KAU. So today, inshallah, we're gonna cover the following topics. We're gonna start with the how to manage the course messages and course announcements, discussion board, and the blog and wikis as well. So the overall goal of the our training for tonight is to learn how to use the Blackboard interactive tools, which are the course messages, course announcement, and discussion board, blogs, and wikis. So let's start with the first tool, the interactive tool, or you can call it the communication tool between you and your student in the course. I'm sure most of you are now familiar with the homepage of the Blackboard, but I will explain again how to add the tools, the interactive tools in the course menu. So first of all, make sure the edit mode from the right side here is on, okay? Otherwise, you cannot make any change in the course. So the first step, just make sure the edit mode is on. The second step, in order to add the tools to your course menu, just click here in the left side on the plus sign and then select tool link, okay? So from type, just select the, for example, like the announcement, okay, or the blogs, or the course messages, discussion board, and wikis. So I'm explaining all once right now. I'm not going to explain again, just to save our time and move on. So in order to add the tools to your course menu, you have to click in the plus sign, okay, and then select. Let's do it again. The first step is just make sure the edit mode is on, okay. The second step, just go on the left side and then from the plus sign select tool link, okay, tool link, and then select the link or the tool that you want to add it to your course menu. For today training, we're gonna to add the announcement 1, 2. We're gonna to add the blogs and course messages, and then discussion board, and finally wikis. So in order to add all these interactive tools, just follow the same way for all tools, okay. From the plus sign and then tool link, and then from the drop down list, select the tool that you want to add it to your course menu, and then write the name that should be clear to your student in order to get access and get the benefit from this tool, okay. For example, you can write here the announcement and so on, and then make it available to user. User here means your student, so make it available to your student by make it available by tick on the available to user, and then submit it, but provide the meaningful name to your student in order to get access to this tool. So after adding the tools to our course menu, we're gonna to have it this way. For example, I have here the courses messages, announcement, discussion board, blogs, and wikis. So now let's go with the first tool, which is the course messages. So just be clear, the course messages is similar to the email, okay, but the course messages has to be accessed from the Blackboard itself. In other words, like you have to get access to your Blackboard account, and then from your course menu, just go to the course messages that we already added to the course menu, and then you will have the main page of the course messages. So in order to deal or to use the course messages, you have to access to your Blackboard account. You cannot access the course messages outside the Blackboard. Okay, so this is the difference between the email and the course messages. So why we are using the course messages? So again, this it's called interactive tool. Okay, which means you can use the course messages to help your student to communicate with you regarding the course. Okay, and also to have like a quick questions or whatever regarding the course from your side, or even from the student if they want to ask you anything regarding the course. So how can we use it? Similar to the email. So in order to send the message, you have to create it from this way. Okay, you have to select the receipt of this. Just select two, and then you will have only the list that already added to your course list, which means you cannot send it to someone who are not registered in your course. That's the second difference between the course messages and the email. So you're supposed to have here list of your student email in the course. Okay, so just click on the name that you want to send the message. Okay, and then move it to the the right side. Okay, or you can select all of them by select all student, and then you have to move at the right side in order to send the message to this student. You can send another copy message, or you can send the blind copy of this email if you have someone to support you in the course, like another instructor, for example, who take care of the lab. Okay, you can send like the blind copy of the your messages to your instructor or someone who are with you with the course, for example, like who take care of the lab. So again, the subject, you can write whatever here. Welcome message. Okay, so here you can write the body of the message. Okay, and then just submit it. So because I'm using the course with only one user, you can check the inbox from here. So you should have the message, welcome message, similar to the normal email. Okay, how about now? Can you follow the mouse pointer? Yes. So I was just sharing the tab of the Chrome browser, but right now I'm sharing the entire screen. Okay, which is weird. This is the first time it's happened to me. Anyway, let's conclude the just to double check with you, is it clear right now? One yes, okay. So I was saying that in order to add these tools, links to your course menu, you have to make sure the edit mode is on. So as the first step. The second step, you have to add the tool from the plus sign, and then choose the tool link. Okay, so from the tool link, you can choose the tool that you want to add it to your course menu. Regarding to our training session for tonight, we have to add the announcement. Okay, 2 blogs, 3 course messages, for discussion board, and then finally with the wikis, all the same way. Clear? And then you have to write clear name. It has to be clear to your student in order to get the benefit from the tool itself. For example, you can write here the announcement, you can write here blog, wikis, and so on. Okay, and make sure to make it available to your student, and then submit it in order to add it to your course menu like this. So after you do the steps that I already explained, the tools will be added to your course in this way. So this is the course messages, and then the announcement, discussion board, and then blogs, wikis. Okay, so I was explaining the course messages before the technical problem. So let's explain again. So let's start with the course messages. Just click on it. So I was saying that the course message is different than the email. Okay, so the course message you have to use it with the Blackboard itself, which means you have to log into your Blackboard account and then use the this tool. Okay, but the email, you can access the email from whatever. You can use it from the Blackboard, or even from the outside the Blackboard itself. So another difference between the course message and the email is that the course message you have to send to a specific user. I mean, only the student or any user who are registered in your course. You cannot send the message to someone who are not registered on your course. So this is the second difference between the course message and the email. So in order to create a message, it's simple, easy. It's just create a message, and then to whom you want to select the list of the user, or maybe let's say student. Okay, you can select all the student, or maybe you can select only one student that you want to send your message to, and then you have to move it from the left side to the right side by clicking on the icon here. And you can use the same way of the email, copy and the blind copy as well. And you can write the subject of your message here, and then you can write the body as well, and then send it to the student. So as you can see here in the inbox of the messages, I have the total of 3 messages that I didn't read it. So you have to check your inbox, okay, and then read the message, and the same way with the email. That's it. Okay, so you can use the same feature with the email in order to reply to all with the same sender, or forward it or delete it. Okay, so this is super easy. The other tool that we want to explain for tonight as well is the announcement, which is the I guess it's the most important tool that just to keep your student like clear about the any for example, any circumstances that you will be not able to deliver the lecture on the as scheduled in the table, or maybe you would change the assignment due date, or maybe the exam date, and so on. So this is just an example of how to use the announcement. Okay, so in order to send an announcement to your student, just simple click on the announcement from the tool that we already added to the course menu, and then create announcement, set or write the subject, okay, or maybe like the assignment 1, or let's say assignment 2, and here you can write the body of the announcement, or the message that you want to deliver to your student, to let them know that you are doing something regarding the assignment 2. For example, like you can say the assignment 2 is now available, and the due date is blah blah blah. Okay, and then you can also play around with the announcement options from here. So you can send a copy of this announcement to their email. So you as an instructor, you will get a copy of this announcement to your email, and also the student a copy from this announcement. So if a student, for example, they are not able to check their Blackboard account, or they cannot access it for some reason, or maybe they are lazy to log into their Blackboard account, they will get a copy of this announcement to their emails. Okay, just make sure to enable it from here, otherwise they will not, they want to get a copy of this announcement. So let's say, let's stick with our example. You are making an announcement regarding the assignment 2. You are saying that the assignment is now available and the due date is based on a specific date and time. And now the announcement gives you an option to link the announcement with the for example, the announcement content with your course. For example, or announcement regarding the assignment 2. So the assignment it should be there here in the assignment, right? So now I have to link in order to make it easy for a student to get access to the assignment file. Just click browse, and then scroll down to, for example, announcement somewhere here. Okay, so this is the announcement. Let's go with this file and then submit it to my student. That's it. So this is the message telling you that the announcement has been already sent to the student. So how it looks like, let's review. You know this, right? I already explained it on the, I think, couple weeks ago, how to use the student review. So let's review it as a student. Let's go to the announcement from here, and here is the assignment 2 that we already created the announcement. Okay, and here is the body of the announcement because I didn't write anything, and here is the announcement or the assignment 2 link. So student, they're gonna to just click here, and then we'll take them directly to the assignment page and the assignment information, including the file and marks and due date and so on. Okay, so they will start immediately working on it, or maybe later on. How many of you are using the announcement feature? Okay, now let's move to the third topic for the our training session, which is the discussion board. So let me ask you again, have you used it before, or maybe during the semester? Raise hand, please. Anyone can tell me why we are using the discussion board tool? What's for? Okay, thanks, Shireen and Ayman. Great. So thanks for those who participate to answer my question. Yes, I totally agree with you. The all these tools are useful. Okay, in order to encourage our student to communicate with the each other, or communicate with the course content, in order to increase, for example, their critical thinking about some specific topic regarding your course. Okay. And also we're gonna to explain later on the blogs and wikis, the benefits of using these interactive tools in order to increase their soft skills, or maybe increase their, for example, how to share knowledge, how to work as a team, and so on. We highly recommend this kind of interactive tools to use it with your student, and not stuck with the Blackboard itself. I mean, like, do not do it in traditional way. Just go to Blackboard Ultra and present your course, and that's it. Blackboard, as learning management system, has very useful tools that you can use it with your student in order to enhance the learning outcomes, or maybe to help your student to improve some skills that they needed during their studies, or maybe after they graduate from the university, right? Are you agree with me? Okay, so let's move to the discussion board. So the discussion board, as some participants mentioned, it's very useful tool to discuss, for example, like any topic that related to our course, or maybe as we're gonna to take an example of, for example, like to discuss the chapter 1 regarding some content of the chapter 1. So you make your student increase their critical thinking about these questions, or regarding to any kind of the chapter 1, for example, any kind of exercise that you want to share it with your student. So from technical side, how can we create the forum for our students in order to discuss any kind of topic? So the first step, again, you have to make sure the edit mode is on, okay, and click on the create forum, give it a name. So let's name it the chapter 1, it's already here, and give it some description. So you can say the main idea behind this forum is to discuss blah 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 regarding chapter 1. So okay, and we're gonna to move to the setting of the forum. Once you create it, you have to take care about these setting, okay? So the first one, just make it available if you are ready, and if you are ready to make it available for your student, then click yes, otherwise no, and select the day to start showing to your student from and to. Otherwise, if you click yes, that means it will be available once you click here and submit, okay? The forum settings, so we recommend to keep the standard view, and if you want to include some marks with the forum itself, so just click here and give it, for example, 5 marks for those who participate in the forum, okay? And if you want to set some due date regarding, for example, the chapter 1 during the first week, or maybe the first 2 weeks, again, it's up to you to play with this setting. And how many posts in order to deserve the 5 marks? Is it 1, 2, 3? Again, it's up to you. When the due date for the participation on the forum regarding, for example, the chapter 1, is it at the end of this week, next week, and so on, okay? Or you can keep it open till the end of the semester, and then at the end of the semester you will check the each student post or participant participation on the forum itself, in order to mark the post and distribute the mark from the grading, what they call it, grade center, okay? So once you click here in the grade discussion forum, that means you are agree to add the mark here in the grade center. So once you access or check the full grade center from here, you should see the forum name, which is the chapter 1 or whatever you name it, and the mark is the possible mark is the 5, okay? So means it means it will make it easy for you in order to mark the each task for the course, including the forum as well, or discussion board. Keep it like this, and here's the most important here. So here, just make sure you allow your student to reply with codes, okay? And allow your student to use the file attachment, and allow your student also to create new threads. And here it's up to you. If you want to allow your student to edit their own published post, again, this entirely is up to you. And if you want to allow your student to delete the post, again, this is up to you. And you can play around with this setting based on your course style. If you are ready, just submit the course from here. Yeah. So we already created the chapter 1 discussion board for our student. So they have only to access the forum and then start working on it. But for example, you can create a thread for them in order to discuss it. Let's say question 1, for example, regarding the chapter 1, and here you can write the topic that the student want to discuss it with you. For example, you can say, what does it mean by any kind of formula regarding the chapter 1? Okay. If you want to attach any kind of file, it's available here. You can browse the file from your machine, or maybe you can browse it from the course itself. Okay. So for example, let's say this PowerPoint slide, and then you can save a draft, and then you can come back later on and then finish the setting up the thread for your student. But if you are ready, just send it to your student. That will be available to them. Okay. So for this thread, the total post is 1. And now let's review it as a student to see how it looks like. So this is the discussion board, and here is the forum, which is the chapter 1, and here is the thread, which is the already created by the course instructor. So just go there, and here is the attachment that I already added. Okay. And let's suppose I'm a student, so just reply and then write something. Okay. If I want to attach some file, you can do it from here, and then send it to your student. The student will share it with you. I'm confused because I'm using the same user. So suppose that you are a student. Oh no, let's suppose that you are an instructor of this course, and you have too many posts from your student and too many like threads. What you have to do in order to read it later on, just right click here, click on the post itself. Okay. And then what kind of action that you want to make it for this, just make it unread. And as you can see here, the dot, it's changed to another color. And also you can flag this message, so set a flag, so you can get back later on in order to read it and review it again, or maybe to reply to your student, or maybe to mark it. Okay. So that's it regarding the discussion board. So the grading information. Okay. So I reply to myself as a student. So if I'm a student here, if I'm an instructor, so I'm reading for this student, prefer user. He wrote okay, and something like this, an example. So you can grade it from here and give it the mark for this student, and then click OK. Or you can go back, so just exit the student preview from here. So this is the grading center. See, can you see the chapter 1 here? So once you include some marks for the discussion board, so we can apply this for the blogs and the wikis or any kind of interactive tool. Once you check this for the like adding some marks regarding to this tool, it will add it directly to your grading center. As you can see here, the chapter 1 that we already created before, it's already added here. Okay. So this is all about the discussion board. The fourth topic for the our training session is the blogs. So the blogs and the wikis, they are quite different, but they look similar. Okay, the blogs. So we're gonna to create a blog first, and then we're gonna to learn how to manage it, or how to make a student to interact with it. Yes, it depends of the everyone can see the threads. If you have like groups of students, you can create different forum or different discussion boards for each student, for each group, sorry. So let's say you have a group one, you can create the discussion board for group, you can create a forum for discussion for regarding the group one and group two and so on, okay? So regarding the blogs, in order to use this tool, the blogs and the wikis, as I mentioned before, it's very useful in order to share knowledge, or maybe to explain your course content in different way. Okay, so in order to create a blog, what you have to do, just click create a blog. It's easy step. Give it name. Okay, let's take this one. So introduction to HCI. Here you can write the instruction for your student in order to use the blog. So here is the introduction, and here is the body, and here is some links. Sorry, let's make it the chapter 1, for example. Or no, let's give it introduction, and then I will use the chapter 1 in another example. So you can play around with the editor here, similar to Microsoft Word. You can change the font size. You can also use the underline, italic, and so on. You can use the list, okay, and you can change it to the previous way. You can make it bigger in order to control the entire content from here, okay. So here you can write the body of your blogs, and also you can play around with the editor itself, like by attaching images, or maybe the any kind of YouTube videos, which called mashups, or maybe the attachment. You can insert file and so on, okay. So just feel free to play around with this tool, which is text editor, in order to make the blog looks great for your students. So let's move to the make it available for your students. Yeah, okay, if you are ready. If not, you can limit the make it available from 2 based on the specific time that you set here, and what kind of blog you are trying to create here. So we have individual, we have course. Individual, that means the owner, the owner of the blog have the entire control of the blog itself. Or maybe the course, the second one, which is the anyone who are a member of this course, which are your student, can interact with me with this blog. Okay, so this is the difference between these two type of blog. So here is the index. Do you want to share to show the index of the blogs? For example, let's say we have a blog name. It's introduction, and we have the other blog called the chapter 1, and so on. So it's up to you. You want to show the index of these blogs, the entries of these blogs. Is it monthly or weekly? So we will see the difference later on. And here, where to allow your student to edit or delete the entries, which is the content of the blog itself, or allow user to delete a comment. Okay. Again, this is up to you to play around with it. So let's just make it allow my student to edit and delete the entries. Okay. And allow the user to delete it. Now I will keep it as it is in order to see my student how they participate in my blog. So again, we are here on the grade blog. So if you want to include some points, you can set it here as we did before with the discussion board. You can set some point for your students in order to participate with you regarding this blog. And again, how many entries for the Discord, how many posts they posted on the forum or the on the discussion board, and here how many entries they participate with me in this blog in order to I mark the entries based on how many entries they participate with me in this blog. Okay, so this is the blog we are created right now. Just click on it. So here is the blog which called the Introduction to HCI, which is Human Computer Interaction. So now the second step is to create the entry, or you can call it in the other word, it's the content of the blog. Okay, so just click create blog entry, and then you can give it name, for example, like whatever. Okay, let's stick with this one, how to create blog entry. And here is the message that you want to your student. Okay, so again, you can play around with this. Okay, and you can change the font because I'm sharing the entire screen, so sometimes the response my computer is not that fast. But anyway, you can Control A, and then you can make it in the middle and so on. Okay, this should be clear, right? So do you have any kind of file that you want to add it to your blog, to your entry? If yes, the same way you can browse for from here, from your computer, or for example, like okay, let's take an example, or let's keep some privacy. I will browse the content from here. Let's take same example. You have to click here. Okay, and then submit. So right now I already choose the I write the title of my entry regarding the blog that I name it the Introduction to HCI, and now I'm filling the blog with the content, or you can call it the blog entry. Okay, so here is the entry messages that you want to show it to your user or your student, and if you want to add or include or attach some file regarding the content of this message or the entry of this blog, you can do that. You can browse your own machine or your computer from here, or from your Blackboard, which is called the content collection. And if you want to save it like as a draft, you can get back later on and do some modification. Or if you are ready and sure the post it's fine and I have no other correction, so just post the entry. See, it should be it looks like this. See, the index that I mentioned before, I choose the bi-monthly. So you will have here September, so tomorrow you will have here October, and so on. Okay, but if I change it to monthly, you will have September 30, and you will have October 1st of October, and at the end of the first week of October, and so on. That's the meaning of the index. Clear? So right now, suppose the student want to add some comments regarding to this blog entry. Let's say that's great, and it's very useful content, and so on. Okay, and add. So here is the comment that already posted by the student named Ahmed. Okay, if you want to make some change regarding the content itself, it's okay. You can do that by clicking here, okay, and then edit. So once you click and edit, you can change all the details that we already provided before, okay, including the title, body, or maybe you can remove the attached file that you already uploaded in your blog entry, and so on. Okay, the same way you can change the blog itself, which is the introduction to HCI, from edit, and you can, for example, change the name, keep it introduction page. Okay, let's say I will keep the index weekly right now, and maybe I can increase the mark to 10, for example, and after 10 entries, okay, and then submit. See, do you see the difference for the index? Yes. So now it's weekly indexing. So that's it about the blog. We still have about 7 minutes, so let's move to the wikis, the last topic. So wikis, it looks like the blog when you create the wikis, but the different, the blog it's created by the author, someone, okay, and has the comments in order to interact with the blogs, and the wikis, it's based on the webs. Okay, how? So the first step is to click on the create wiki, give it name, introduction page, and do some change here. We're gonna to do the same that we did before. Okay, and then okay, let's move to other settings. I'm sure right now most of you are familiar with this, so I'm going to skip this. So wiki participants or participation. So if you want to allow your student to edit the wiki, to edit or to make some participation on it, you can click the second option, which is open to editing. Okay, so if you for example do not want to allow your student to interact with the created wiki, just click on the close to editing, which means they cannot edit the wiki pages. Okay, the same way for the allow a student to comment. Do you want to allow your student to comment? Yes. Then the second option, no, the first one. Okay. For me, I will choose the yes for the both options. Otherwise, it will be useless. So it's interactive tool. The grading, the same way that we did before. Okay. And then I click submit. See. So here is the introduction page, which is the wiki that we created before. Okay. So now we have to create the page of the wiki called introduction page. Okay. So let's name it the chapter 1, which is the first page of my wiki. So if I want to add another wiki page, I will call it chapter 2, and so on. Okay. So here is the content of the here is the content of the chapter 1. Okay, and submit. So you can manage your course or your wikis from here. Okay. So here is the introduction, which is the main page, and here is the our page or chapter 1, which is the page number 1, and here is the introduction page, which is the wiki in general. And under this wiki, we have, for example, the first page, which is the chapter 1. So if you want to create another one and call it, for example, chapter 2, you will do the same process. Okay, and you will see the index here with the same way. Okay, so for example, if I want to link the introduction page to one of these pages. Okay, so just go here, edit. So you can connect the pages whether inside of the wiki itself. Okay, so if I want to link the one of the pages that I already created, so I have the chapter 2, which is the page number 2, right? So you can include it here, and you can use the same name, or you can change it to other name. It's up to you. Okay, so I added, or maybe the good word to describe this, I add, or maybe I link the pages with each other. So I link the chapter 2 or the page number 2 with the page number 1 or the chapter 1. Okay, and then click submit. So once I click here, it should take me to the chapter 2. So that's how to manage your wikis and how to connect or link the pages with the each other in order to make it as a web link. Okay, or it's similar to the web pages. You can access the website, and the website itself has too many pages, and all these pages are connected together. Okay, but you have to provide some reason, like based on what reason you are connecting the page 1 with page 2. Okay, so they have to be relevant with each other. I mean the content of each page. So let's review our work as a student to see how it looks like. So here is the blog. Okay, so here is the blog. The student will see or review our work that we done. See this one, I created this yesterday. This one for today. Okay, So the student can make a comment here. Okay, and add it. As you can see, that means I have some comment regarding the entry that called create a blog. Okay, and let's take the wikis. So here is the wikis that we already created. So it will look like this for a student. So they have the introduction page, which is the wiki name, and inside of the wiki we have too many pages. Okay, we have page 1 and page 2, or chapter 1 or chapter 2. If you want to browse the chapter 2 or maybe the chapter 1 and read the content of this entry, or maybe if you have provided any link, for example, we link the page 1 with the page 2. So once the student click on the link, it will take the student to the relevant page that we already connected with, which is the chapter 2. Okay, so this is the interactive tools that I want to cover it with you for this training. I'm glad we finished on time. So do you have any questions regarding to our training session? Good. So thanks for attending this workshop, and hope to see you again next week. We are running weekly workshop in different topic. So hope to see you again, and thanks for your attending.